dream date. Oh, hold that thought.
Please.
All right. Give you time to think about it.
No canceling for this one.
There's certainly a lot of dream
Timing
dates
is
out
everything.
Oh, dream date.
We shouldn't have given her all this time.
I know.
What is it, like bowling or something?
Oh, my dream date. I don't know. I don't know what my dream date is. To not date. My dream date is to not go on a date. I hate dates. They're the worst, especially first dates. They're like interviews. You know, it's like, where do you live and how does this work? And like, this is what I do for a living. Like, I don't need it another time. The dream date. I like to, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes you want the guy to be romantic, but then you don't want him to be too feminine. So if he does something romantic, you're like, oh, is that like, you know? And then when they're not very creative, you're like, oh, this guy's a bore. So I don't know. I don't know what a good date is. And I'm so, how do you say in English? Not that I don't know how to speak English. Like, very, not controlling, I don't want to use the word controlling, but like, I like to know what's going to happen. I like to know what's going on. So I like to know in advance, you know, because I don't want to be disappointed. Because at least if I know in advance, I can like tell them, maybe that's not a good idea, or you know what, that place is packed, like I won't hear you very well, like I really want to have a proper conversation. So, I don't know. I didn't give that a good answer.
All right, well, let's try a few more in that area. So have you been on a date where the guy did not know who you were?
No, I haven't been, no, I haven't been on a date. No, but I will tell you a funny story. Yesterday, I went to Beverly Hills, a big mistake, and I have this friend that works there, and sometimes we meet for lunch, and we go to like one of those fancy schmancy places where you sit outside, and you know, everyone walking by thinks there's somebody. I can't stand those places. They make me physically nauseous. But we're sitting outside because my friend... Oh, bummer.
Killing me. No, we'll pick it up when we're sitting
Okay.
outside. And we got just that last little second. Sure, it's like living in New York.
It's like, we're going to change batteries since we're...
You got enough for that.
It's good. Alright, so we're in Beverly Hills.
Okay, so the other day I made a huge mistake. I decided to drive to Beverly Hills. I actually needed to get some Christmas shopping done, and my friend works there, and she's like, oh, let's go to this restaurant. It's like this fancy schmancy place, you know, where you can sit outside and everyone's walking around and they think there's somebody, and then they see a paparazzi and then they put their glasses on, and it's a nightmare. I really dislike it. But we're sitting there, and I went there for the food because it's an Italian restaurant. It has this great spaghetti with just this like simple cheese and pepper, and other things, and the dessert. But we're sitting there, and you know, next to us you have these three ladies that are, I don't know, they're like probably past 40 and clearly don't have much to do on a Wednesday afternoon because they're talking about Botox. What else? The kids are, you know, in college. They're going shopping. They just got, I actually asked one of them like where she got her hair blown out, because it was perfect. I mean, I've never seen something like it. So then we finished our lunch, and it was nice and whatnot. I had good food. And then we asked for the check, and they're like, well, your check has been paid for. And I was like, I know, this is exactly why I don't go to places like this, okay? Because they make you so uncomfortable. Now, whoever paid for this lunch, I have to go and talk to them and schmooze with them, and I'd pay them not to do that. Like, I really am so uncomfortable in those situations. And of course, you have to ask, who is it? And, oh, it's the two gentlemen in the back. And so I turn around, one guy is no taller than like 5'3". Just when I think, oh, I still got game, I look at him, I'm like, maybe I don't. And they asked where we're from, clearly not knowing. They had no idea who I was and what I did. And their explanation for paying for our lunch was because we looked really nice, and they didn't want to interrupt in the middle of the lunch, so they just wanted to pay. After asking us where we live, I said, oh, just somewhere by the beach, like far away. They're like, okay, well, have a nice day. Then, I ran. I ran away. And then one of the guys ran to me and said, are you staying in Beverly Hills, or are you going back to the beach? I'm like, oh, I've got a meeting. I'm really late. I'm so sorry. I would have loved to hang out with you. Oh, I'm never going back there again. Never.
Okay, so what happens when you meet someone who's interesting,
Right.
but you're on the road all the time? So how do you connect?
How
does
do
that
I
work?
connect? I've seen a lot of, well, not a lot, okay, let me rephrase that. I've seen guys where you've had to have a long distance relationship because you're not in the same town, and you're constantly on the phone, or you're seeing each other on the computer. And is it worth it? Yeah, I think it is, because when you finally see the person and you still like him, and hopefully he looks a little bit better than he does on the screen of a computer, then it's okay. Like, then you have something to look forward to, and the get-togethers, and the conversations you have in person. But it is very difficult, and the guys do get a little bit like, oh, like, how are we gonna make the schedule work? And I'm like, that's when you're like, this is not gonna work, buddy. Like, go. It's not me. I'm not your one. Okay.
Okay, so 5'3" guys aren't your type.
5'3" is not my type.
What are your type?
Well, maybe 5'3" is my type, but I don't prefer that type. Oh, I'm so mean. Is everyone taller than?
5'7".
Okay, good.
But you've got a lot of fans in Asia.
I do. I know. I'm sorry.
Circus shows too.
No, I don't know. I think connection with a person is much more important than everything else that goes into it. But I like someone that's calm, that's, understands a little bit of what I'm going through, a little bit of my business. It doesn't have to be in my business, but a mutual understanding, I think, is very important, because it makes it an easy flow. But someone that's not overbearing, someone that allows you to have your own life, to do your own things, but meanwhile be really happy and excited for you, and also be genuine enough to be able to share tough times and tough days and losses and whatnot. So it's like that perfect guy, that everyone looks for. And a good sense of humor that's just, you don't need a fancy schmancy Beverly Hills place. If you have good company, you can go to a little hole in the wall, and it's even better. So I don't have a certain type, but on the taller side, yeah. And, decent looking and funny, and is there anything I missed? Not that I'm picky.
So you're known to be very structured in your professional life.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons why you're so successful. So is that the way you are in your dating life as well? Do you have, here are my rules, and I don't date these types of guys? How does it work?
In my personal life, I don't think I'm that structured and that, I think, controlled. I think I'm definitely a little bit more open and more free and more and younger. I think I achieved success in my career from such a young age that I felt like so many eyes and ears were on me, and there's definitely a sense of like this guard around me that I put these like blinkers on, and I had like a horse's what do you call it, like a hat on, where you just kind of have tunnel vision, and you just see what's in front of you. And I've carried that throughout my career, and I think that's really helped me. But when you're not on the court, and when I'm around friends and family, and when I'm on dates, then it's different. Then then you have your vulnerabilities, you have your sensibilities, you have that young character in me that always comes out, like when I act like a 5-year-old, and I really want to go to Disneyland with them. Oh, actually, Disneyland is a great date. You just have to pay extra for that pass that gets you like behind. So if you don't have the pass, don't take me there.
Have you ever pursued a guy?
Have I? These are funny. Have I ever pursued a guy? I'm pretty old-fashioned. Like I think the guy should be making first moves, and I'm not saying that's right or wrong. It's probably not, and it should be equal, like equal prize money. But I mean, honestly, I think the guy should be like, the straightforward and the one that's interested in asking for your details and your contact information and going for it. They're supposed to be like the macho ones. Yeah.
You've been around guys that are intimidated to ask you out?
I think I've certainly, yes, I've known guys that have known other guys that do say that I'm very intimidating. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, your loss. I can see that. I can see how like they get intimidated. Yeah, I definitely can. But what can I do? I mean, listen, I'm fine. Okay, I am fine.
What if a guy lets you pick up the check?
Oh, no. No, that is a no. If you're on okay, girls, if you're on a date and the guy says, would you like to split this? You're like, hasta la vista. Okay, I will see you. Never. That's not a good sign. Okay, maybe like the girl can offer, okay, if you go for a yogurt after, usually I don't make past dinner, I'm like, I'll see you later. But like if you go for coffee or a yogurt, then maybe like the girl can pick it up. But the girl has to make, like she has to take her like purse and the wallet and the card. And if she's doing that, great, like let her, but you can say no, you don't have to like all pay, but at least, you feel like she made the move. But the guy should pay.
Advice from Maria. All right. We're good.
Good?
Okay.
You don't want to run through the restaurants and stuff?
I think Maria has. She's got to go.
Okay. What time is it? Watching or you're watching? Just
Check out my social channel on Facebook.
On my Facebook page. Hi, this is Maria Sharapova. Check out my social channel on my Facebook page. Hi, this is Maria Sharapova. Check out my social page. Social channel on my Facebook page. That's why I'm not an actress. Hi, this is Maria Sharapova. Check out my social. Yeah. Okay. Check out my social channel on.
Social channel on my Facebook.
Oh, check out the social channel, or is it my social?
Let's try. Yeah. This is Maria Sharapova. Check out my social channel on Facebook.
On Facebook. Okay.
Yep, leaning forward looks cute. That's good. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, this is Maria Sharapova. Please check out my social channel on Facebook.